What's cracking, guys? And it's come to my attention that a lot of people are not liking KOKOMI right now. In fact, a lot of people are exceptionally toxic in the Genshin community, mostly because they follow this thing called the meta. Now, the meta, it exists because some characters are inherently better than others. I will agree to that. You know, the whole 5-star system is kind of in place to elevate the 5 stars over the 4-star characters. Like, yes, these characters are built to be better than the others, but still some 4-star characters vastly outshine even some of the 5-star characters. But for the most part, 5-star characters, you generally get more bang for your buck. And everyone's out here saying, no, don't pull for KOKOMI. She's bad. She's just gonna be a DPS Barbara, which is just completely inferior. And, well, yes, she may very well just be a DPS Barbara who's only exists for heals. But you know what? Here's the thing. You see, Genshin Impact is not a meta game or a game where you need a meta. In fact, last I checked, Genshin Impact is a single-player game. There's no PvP. The closest thing we had to PvP was some hide-and-seek shenanigans of prop hunt. And, you know, that was just whatever. And there was kind of a meta of hiding in some trees, which was completely annoying. But screw those people. You know who those people were. Screw those people. You made it absolutely ridiculously hard for no reason. But yeah, the toxicity of the community not only has extended to KOKOMI, a character that's not even out yet, that nobody's really tested, and nobody really knows how good she's going to be, saying don't pull for her, she's going to be trash. And if you pull on her, you're basically just wasting your primos. I mean, sure, I guess, if you're going for a complete absolute meta standpoint of the best possible time in the abyss, sure. But it's gotten to the point where people get absolutely disappointed. People that are new to the game, that know absolutely nothing about it, that I had this one sad person going, Noble, I pulled a Diluc. Should I even build him? Is he not even good? I know a lot of people say he's kind of trash now. And I remember when Diluc was like the best character in Genshin Impact, and now people are saying he's trash. All right, so here's my boy Diluc, and we're gonna go out looking for some boys to absolutely murder out here, okay? So here's this guy here. Okay, he's dead. That's fine. We just smack him up. By the way, support. We slam him down for 22k. That guy's dead. You know what? Ah, shit. They didn't even live fast enough for me to try him out. Here's another dude over here, okay? Let's get this guy going. All right, now let's vaporize this guy a little bit. Let's get some crits. I am not getting any crits. Fine, you know what? We get big sword. 43k damage upon other splashes. The easiest damage of my career. He absolutely annihilated that thing. This guy's nice and wet now. Let's get him down. Please crit this time. Why am I not getting crits? Holy crap, I can't get crits. What is my crit rate? What? I have a 53 crit rate. Why am I not getting crits? All right, here's some Fatuis that we can get a little bit of love in. Here we go. And let's do this here. 24Ks, popping off. You'll love to see it, man. You'll love to see it. Guy's even dead before he can pop his shield. Let's destroy the fire guy. Like, look at that. He's just absolutely annihilated these guys. 0 challenge. You want to know another character that's often neglected as the worst DPS unit you can pull in the game? Ka-ching! All right, here's some Fatuis that we can test her out on a little bit here. All right, let's get some reactions going here, even though she doesn't really need them. But you know what? Screw it. We'll do it anyway. Even through this guy's shield, she's still performing admirably and still destroyed them. She still was able to pull her own weight. Here, let's just go strictly ka-ching against this guy. Look at that. 15Ks, 17. Get the ult going on here. You'll love to see it. Absolute crap tons of damage, man. She's doing just fine on her own. There is no problem here. She was able to kill it without much help from anybody else. I just gave her a shield. You want to know the absolute worst 5-star that you can possibly get in the game that a lot of people hail as being the worst of the worst? Chi-Chi. Let's even bust her out. Here we go. Level 70 Chi-Chi versus this Guardian guy. Let's go. Get that going. And you know what? Because why the frick not? Let's get Chi-Chi out now. Let's go. There we go. Absolutely 0 damage being done by Chi-Chi. But you know what? She's freezing him, making it easy. And look, he's dead. Even if you like Chi-Chi, she can still kill things. Even with the worst builds in the game. And you want to know why it's possible? Because there's plenty of other characters that you can use as supports for maybe characters that you feel aren't as powerful as others. This is a team building game. Some characters will shine by themselves, but some need other characters to truly shine and be good. And you know what? Even with characters that are capable of 34 starring the Abyss easily, which is on my girlfriend's account. She's a bit free to play. She only paid for the battle pass. She shouldn't really struggle with content, but sometimes, you know, I saw her stream the other day. She was struggling with some Fatui agents because she was going in without a healer and not really playing intelligent. She was just unga-bungaing. And you want to know what characters would be really good for unga-bungaing content without any worry in the world? I don't know. There could be this KOKOMI girl out here who's able to output at least a moderate amount of DPS, but by healing absolute crap tons that you don't need to worry about even getting hit anymore because she's just face tanking it. There's some mobile players out there that would appreciate characters that aren't Hu Tao, who you have to thread the needle and hopefully not get hit and destroyed by an enemy, and would rather just unga-bunga their way through the content with just healing output and just not caring if they get hit. You know, a lot of people thought Zhongli was bad, and now he's in literally everybody's team composition, not because of his insane damage output, but because of the fact that he's able to unga-bunga content. If you want further proof of the Genshin community being a little bit toxic towards the meta, you want to know people who were at the bottom of the tier list when the game first came out? Bennett and Xingqiu. Those people thought that these characters were just bad because they weren't pretty or whatever. They didn't want to use them. They didn't understand their kit. They didn't know anything about it. Who does this sound familiar with, huh? Maybe KOKOMI right now? Maybe a bit Zhongli? I don't know, man. And ever since people got to know Bennett and Xingqiu, well, Bennett is the absolute god tier unit that everybody and their mother uses now because he's so brokenly powerful. And Xingqiu is one of the best supports in the game now. And I have another example of a character that has thus risen to power that a lot of people underestimated and thought she was trash until they finally clicked it together and used her, and that was Beidou. People didn't use Beidou for the longest time because they thought, well, just the counter mechanic is cool and all, but it doesn't really flow well, and her ult's just kind of meh. But then the Emblem of Severed Fate came out and just accelerated her damage to astronomical levels that she's one of the best carries you can have now. And I want to make this point too to also Albedo, but that's a different video for another time. But the thing that really bothers me, the thing that kind of pisses me off the most, that makes people like want to stay away from characters that are otherwise good when used in the right circumstances, is, you know, like these people who define the meta simply by the Spiral Abyss. But let me just show you what the Abyss is right here and why everybody's arguing over this Abyss thing, which is the pinnacle of endgame content. So if you didn't know, the Spiral Abyss here is this something that happens about every 2 weeks that you can do. And you could get a number of rewards. If you full clear at 36 stars, you could get a bunch of fun rewards. And to get most of the rewards, all you really have to do is just beat it. But there is bonus rewards for clearing within a certain amount of time. Such as if you clear within the best amount of time, you know what you get? You get a freaking 50 primos. Wow, 50 primos and 25,000 freaking mora. Oh my gosh, that's so much. The funny thing is, this all right here isn't even a single pull. You could get 0 stars. You could just complete it. And you know what you would get? Just for doing the absolute meta of meta, you'd get rewarded with not even a single pull. Wow, amazing. Does this endgame content truly matter if the most you get out of this is roughly 3.5 rolls? 3.5 rolls just for doing this. Wow. Some people take this game way too seriously and don't really focus on the fun. And that's why I think KOKOMI is probably going to be a very fun unit with her ability just to unga-bunga her way through content in just a different way. And you can build her differently because she's not going to be able to use crit, so that's out the window. So all those junk garbage pieces could be really fun. You know, you can finally use them, much like Albedo or even Noelle. So you know what? Screw the goddamn meta. It's so dumb. Use the characters that you are given on your account, and this mostly applies to the non-whales. The whales, like me, okay, I understand. We can use whatever we want to do the meta and do whatever we want, but the people out there who don't spend a lot of money, who just play this game super casually out there, don't be fooled into thinking that a character is bad and you can't use that character because they're not meta defining and they're worse than another character. Use those D-Lukes, use those Kachings, use, I don't care, even Noelles for all, I don't care, even your Ambers. Like, you can do it. Just have fun with the game. Sure, you won't be able to clear content as quickly as, say, some of the best units in the game, but you'll still be able to clear it. So anyway, hopefully this makes the Genshin community a little less toxic about, you know, who's a good character, who's a bad character, and we stop focusing on characters that aren't even out yet. It's all right. You know, like, and you guys can maybe hopefully agree with me and leave a like on this video and share it with the world, and we can get nestled in to the nice warm bosom of a good community. All right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.